G'day everyone, this is John Edwards with Edwards Guitars here in Brisbane, Australia, and just coming to you again with another video. Someone asked me about where I source some of my materials, where do I get my timber from, and I get it from several different places. Stumac, they're a pretty well-known group of that supplies guitar builders with equipment and various things like that. And so I do buy from them at different times. I have a few friends here in Australia that supply wood. But specifically where I get my silky oak, that's one of the things that some folks have asked about. So I'll tell you the story about where I got this silky oak. It started a couple of years ago, actually. I began by going out to buy some timber, and it was just like an old TV stand. And while I was there, the gentleman asked me. He said, "Would you be interested in an antique table?" So I thought, okay, well, let me see what you got. So he had a silky oak table that was his grandparents' and had been in their kitchen for 60 something years or something like that. It's an old table, and but started looking at it, and the table was made out of silky oak. It was properly quarter sawn timber, and so I bought it from him, and then I resawed the timber and got it where I could make it into guitars. And I've actually still got a few pieces of that that I use for some of my bridges and bridge plates and things like that. Anyway, so from that, I began looking for some more tables that would give me a really good source of material. I found another table for sale and went and bought it. And when I bought the table, I began loading it up into the van to take it away, and it was too big to fit in the van. So the lady, she had a couple of tools there, and I asked her if I could use one of her saws. And she said, yes, you can. And so I proceeded to cut the legs off of the table. And she says, "Why are you doing that?" And I told her, I said, well, and I didn't really want to tell people this because they get an attachment to their family heirlooms or whatever, and so I didn't really want to tell her why I was doing what I was doing. But I told her, I said, I'm a guitar builder, and the purpose in me buying the table is I want to take the timber and turn it into guitars. And I was a little bit hesitant to tell her that, but then the look on her face was one of relief, and she said, my family's going to be so excited to hear about that. I said, okay, really? And she said, yes. She said, this table was our family table that we grew up around eating dinners. She said we had some of the most terrible family fights around this table. There's so many bad memories connected with it that we didn't want anything to do with this table. No one wanted to have it at their house. They just wanted to sell it and get rid of it. And she said they're going to be so excited that people are going to have something good that comes from this. And I thought, wow, what an incredible story. And especially the fact that, God can take your life story that there's probably maybe nothing good that has come out of it, and then he can repurpose it and he can remake it into something that is beautiful and something that blesses other people. So I wanted to share that with you. This again is the silky oak guitar that I'm working on at the moment. Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful timber, beautiful back and sides. The sides on this are just as pretty, a little bit different pattern, but that's the difference in the medullary rays going through there. It's got your ebony bindings on it, and it just looks really amazing. And that was what was on the inside of this table, okay? And only God can take something that looks bad on the outside and get down on the inside and make something beautiful out of it, amen? So anyway, wanted to share that with you. Again, that's got the abalone shell inlay going around the top and also around the sound hole in the rosette. And that's the Sitka spruce top. Got a bit of spalting in here. It's going to be a great guitar. If you want to get this, let me know. And I'll have a few more of these. I've got about 4 more sets of the silky oak that I'll be making into guitars very, very soon. So if you want to get one of these, let me know, and I'm going to be sourcing some more of this before too long. But if you want to get one, let me know. And it's an amazing story, and you can be a part of that. I've already sold off one of the guitars that came from that table. Went to a pastor friend of mine in Kansas, and he's loving it. And these sound great. And you know, one of the things about the silky oak, it is a hardwood, but it's very, very lightweight. And we did an OM sized guitar for him. And when we picked that up and I weighed it, when it was finished, strings on it, everything, the entire guitar weighed less than 4 pounds. So they're very, very lightweight guitars, and lots of fun to play, great sound. So anyway, enough said on that one, but if you want one, you can get one just by messaging me. If you want to email me, you can get me at johnthebaptist_2001@yahoo.com, and I'll get you one. All right. Anyway, God bless you, and we'll talk to you again soon.